So next on our list is to actually add some styling to our list items here. So let's head back to our code and we'll go back to our activity list item. And what we'll do inside here is we'll start to use segments to segregate the different content inside our individual list items. So I'm going to add a segment and just bring this in from Semantic UI. And this is going to be a segment group because each item is going to be a group of segments. And then inside our segment group, we'll create a segment. And we don't need the key inside this. We don't need our activity item as a key. And I'm just going to cut this item and paste it inside our segments. And what we want above our content here, we're just going to add an image. So I'll add another item and say item.image and give it a size of tiny and make it a circular image, and the source of this image we'll just use our placeholders for now, and this is going to be the user that's hosting the activity. So we'll just say user.png. And since we don't have any users or any user images, we'll just use a placeholder for the time being. Inside the item content, we'll keep the item header as the activity title. And we'll start adjusting this now, and I'll just take out the item meta here. And I'll also take out what's currently inside our item description. And instead, I'm just going to say hosted by, and just some static text inside there to say who's hosting this particular activity. Now, below this particular segment, I'm just going to add another segment. And inside here is going to be the date and time information. So I'm just going to make it an icon and bring this in from Semantic UI. And we'll give the icon a name of clock. And this is going to represent our activity.date. And we'll just add another icon below, and this one will give a name of marker. And this will be the activity.venue, and we'll add a comma, and activity.city. And below this segment, we'll add another segment. And this time we'll give it a different type, and we'll give this a type of property of secondary. And this will just make it a slightly different off-grey colour to the rest of our segments here. And all we'll do is we'll just say attendees will go here just as a placeholder for now. And we'll add one last segment. And this one will be a clearing segment because we want to add our button inside here. And first of all, we'll add a span. And we'll add inside here our activity.description. And under this, we'll add our button. So let's just cut and paste our button in below our span. Let's reformat. And the rest of this can stay the same. And then I'll just remove the item.extra stuff because we don't need that inside here. And let's take a look at how this actually looks. And we can see we've got our various segments, but we've got a segment inside a segment, so it looks a bit strange. And this also messes up our styling inside here. So let's just take a look and go back to our activity list. And we don't want a surrounding segment for our item groups. We'll remove this particular segment from the activity lists. And let's go and take a look. And that's a bit better. But this title should be a header to the right hand side of the image. So let's go back and take a look at our activity list item. And in order for the styling to work correctly, we need to surround our item in an item group. So I'm just going to say item.group. and cut our item and paste it inside here and reformat. And if we go and take another look, we should find that our styling has now corrected itself. So this is the look we're going for our individual list items. And this will be an array of attendees eventually when we get to this stage, and we'll show their avatar images inside here. And obviously we're going to do something better with the dates in the not too distant future as well. But otherwise, this is the kind of look that we're going for here. And what we'll take a look at next is the mess that is our activity detailed page. And we'll go ahead and do something with this next.